touch.
People always talk about my come up, cause I've been going on every summer. Wanna talk about numbers, but your manager buying twice, show so bummy, ain't nobody out now that can touch us.
What's up, y'all? It's Screw the Rules here, and I got my friend Miya, who got top 4 at the recent Jafar Set Champs, securing her Jafar promo at Hobbytown in Orland, Illinois. Miya, what got you to top 4 at Hobbytown? Because it's really spicy. You guys are in for a treat.
Very spicy, not just with some of the cards I chose not to go with, but also deck count. I think I'm like at 73.
You got top 4.
I usually always screw the rules and never really listen to deck count, but I am doing Amethyst Emerald, because I love Emerald, and I hate Amethyst, but I said, hey, let's go with what I hate,
Awesome.
and it worked out, so.
Awesome. Do you remember your matchups?
Yes, I do. My first matchup was also a discard deck, because mine's is a discard deck, but it was Ruby Emerald, and I just remember that matchup because I love that colors. Those are my colors that I usually play, so as soon as I got to it, I greeted the person, I said, hey, I really hope you win, just because I love those colors, and I usually tell my opponents that. I know, terrible thing as a player, but...
No.
Yeah.
That's great.
He did end up taking the first one, but definitely did find one card in my deck that he just ended up loving at the end, because it ended up getting me at least 9 lore, the one card. And then second matchup was against purple blue, and that is a color that I usually struggle against, but I did pull out and I ended up taking that one too.
Let's go. Took on Blurple. Got it. Let's
Once
go.
again, that same card that caused Ruby Emerald some little discomfort also won me both rounds in that matchup. The other one was a purple red. Once again, same card, wasn't causing more destruction. I ended up taking it. I was a little bit worried because I did hear that this deck does sometimes struggle up against purple. Last match was against red-blue. I just want to say I really got lucky because I found out near the end who my opponent was, which was Santiago, which is just...
Hey, shout out to Santi.
so awesome, yes. I did not know this, but like they told me at the end, hey, you should feel good. I was like, why? Because you just beat the guy. What do you mean? He's 16th in North America. I was like, what?
Santiago's definitely known.
Yeah, don't you feel better?
Yeah.
No, I don't feel better. I feel more nervous. He's gonna come for me. Awesome player. Just like even the way he shuffled my deck, like the way I shuffle is just bam, bam, cuts, like 3. He does so professional. It was just an honor playing him, if I'm being honest.
Sounds like a great experience to me, man,
was.
and a great win to get under your belt.
Last one though, like I said, I do struggle up against purple blue, and I honestly lost that one. I kept discarding, but as fast as I can discard, they can really get answers back, because I did get him down to no hand, but we were always top decking things like Finder's Keeper. I like to say Loser's Weeper because I end up being the loser, but that's okay. Friends on the Other Side, which he had apparently many because cards kept coming back. I kept discarding, but we kept getting things. Genie, Rabbit, all comes back, and it just makes discard kind of a hard thing if they have ink and they have ways of getting cards back.
All right, Miya. Again, congratulations, getting top 4 at a set champ with your spicy deck. Let's see it.
Okay.
I am really, really excited, especially to see this card that we got.
We got 4 Curse folks. My favorite thing is sometimes, depending on what my hand is, I'll wait to quest with them, because if I can get Prince John out, then I can draw, especially if they're not doing steal. If my opponent doesn't have a board, then you just quest out. Usually red-blue doesn't have a turn for a while, so I will just quest with these as fast as I can. Or sometimes I can bounce them back, which is a move that I like to do depending on, like I said, matchups. Everyone's favorite, Diablo. Fun thing about this, in my second match, the person I was playing, he realized pretty early on I was a discard deck, so I laid down Bird, and he did make the mistake of showing me his hand, so I already knew what my second turn would be. Yeah, he said I played
He's
myself.
like, wait, that's the wrong Diablo.
He was traumatized because in his deck he did have Magicka Dispel. Person I played Big Evil, so just the biggest
Big
evil
counter,
thing you
yeah.
could play against me. Not only that, but he had dropped the location, and that was actually the turn he won against me. Was he just played so much disadvantage against me, and I couldn't really keep up with that. We are on to 2.
Now we're on 2 drops.
Everyone was expecting a different Diablo. I do not think that one. All right, and then we have the duo Diablo. These ones are fun because one can help take out spell if I want anything to live, or if I have Pan on board, I can start swinging out evasive characters. Fun to sing Sudden Chill with. And then this one actually probably drives my boyfriend insane because I only do 3 Ursula Deceivers. Yeah, I already play too many cards and I gotta make cuts.
Right.
So I rather cut her, who gets rid of a song, because most people know by turn 2 what a discard deck is going to do, which is second turn Ursula.
Yeah, we're still ripping cards.
Have 4 Sudden Chills for when things get cold. Mainly me. I guess it is kind of nasty. And then we have 3.
Oh, 3 drops?
Yep, 3 wrong levers. I figured 3 for 3. Like I said, I already had a lot. There were so many cards I was putting in, so many cards I was taking out. This one's nice. If I'm lucky enough to have pulled a lever in my discard, obviously I can send something to the bottom, which I honestly, so many matchups I was able to do that with. But there was one matchup where I didn't have pulled a lever, but I was able to return, and I had Hypnotize in my hand, so we still discarded them. My evasive Pan. You can rush out your evasive characters. You can attack, which is just nice, or you can just start setting up a field for if you have Fiago in hand next. And then I've been hearing card draw is important, which is a hard thing for me to understand. What's nice though is to combine it with another card, which hopefully I will be getting to next. And then Lewis. Originally, my boyfriend wanted me to put in Elsa. Fun fact, there is no Elsa in this deck.
What?
I just have Lewis. I experimented with Elsa, but in the end, what it is I don't keep up too much with my inkwell. I get to like 5 or 6, and then I feel done. So when I get Elsa out, she's kind of a weak body for me. I know my boyfriend was like, that's why you have Crab, bump her up, but it doesn't work out like that for me. I figure the point of Elsa is to stop your opponent. Either you want to knock them out or you want to stop your opponent from questing. So I figure Lewis does that because at the end of the day, either they're going to sing to try and avoid knocking into Lewis, which most of the time whenever I had him out, I made sure either he was exerted or my other 4 body was exerted, so that if they came crashing into me, they would either die or they would have 2 less in their life. Which when I get to a card, you will understand why I said I only want them to have only 2 less. And then I've been told apparently you don't usually play this in purple green, which is crazy for me because she's so much fun to sing Friends with.
Draw 4.
Most of the time I would try and bounce her back with Fox because I notice everyone hates her because it's either they don't want you to have a hand, or the big one is Sudden Chill just sucks when you are singing it twice. For them, not for me, obviously. Promise we will soon be done with the 3 drops. This is a 73 card deck.
Still in the 3 drop, 73 card deck. Okay, that makes sense.
That's why I like to at least get to 6 so I can play cards. Yeah, most of the time I was doing this, unless I didn't have any discard cards in hand, then I would just make sure I was discarding them, especially if I had John out, because at the end of the day, I'm still drawing. More 3 drops.
There we go.
This deck is insane.
He's not surviving rotation. No, he's done.
He's done. Which is why I wanted to play this deck. Everything's going, so why not play with the cards you can't play with anymore, or at least until they rotate them back in. When he comes back,
stop.
More 3 drops. Bounce back pretty much anything. I usually want to protect my Prince John more. Ursula, she had her time, she did her duty, she can go. I have more of her if anything. Your viewers are like, when is she done with 3? We do run Crab because it is nice to bump people up every now and then. If I need to swing into people because aggro is still a thing, and I do have weak bodies, or people realize once again, I am a discard deck, so I cannot deal with things like location. Shout out Big Evil, how dare you. Okay, I promise last 3 drop.
Let's go.
Hypnotize.
Hypnotize. More discard fun.
More discard fun. And now on to our 4 drop, and then this is the one, I only run 2 of them, all 4 games. She was in trouble. She was the one that everyone was complaining about.
Ooh, the queen.
The reason why I did this is I figured I'm going to be discarding them. She's going to have food in their discard. Why not let her eat? Either she was game ender or she was just somebody I played in the middle. She got me at least 9 lore, so that's...
I was going to say, this is like turbos you.
Yeah,
if it lives.
She got me 9. She stayed alive for a while.
I actually like this because I don't even think your opponent knows, like, even after reading it, like...
No, because everyone had to stop and read.
I have no hand anyway, you know, by the time she gets it out, I have no hand.
Yeah, that's the point, that they don't have it.
It makes Oracle pay because you can't get
items back, and Bella's a princess. Oh, Bella's a princess!
Before Santiago, I believe he was running Bell because
He's on items, yeah.
but I believe so. It was
Queen
either him.
MVP. And you pulled this off every one of your 4 matches.
Yeah, only 2 of her in a 73 card deck, so
That's crazy.
she came through every time. It definitely messed with everyone too, because when I first did the purple blue one, he was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost to Queen a second time, because I'd make sure she was my last drop. Once again, he had Magicka Day spell out, so I was just questing, trying to get in, and then I was like, okay, I know we have Belle, and I was honestly just 4 lore away, so I was like, perfect. You gotta kill her as soon as you can. It's too much.
That's an awesome tech though, Mia. Thanks for showing that. That's pretty spicy, I won't lie.
Yes, discard.
And by the time it comes out, they have no hand. Like, what are they gonna do? They just stare at
doing
it.
your job right. Yes, they have no hand, and she can eat for free, and hopefully you can deal with whatever else they have on board. And then I have 3 of Iagos.
Yup, and with Peter Pan, rush.
Rush, or even just help me fight, pretty much. And then Goat.
Man, this really is just Lord Turbo discard. Wow.
It is. I'm not gonna lie though, he does usually see my inkwell a lot. I'm not a purple player, so I probably don't utilize him as much as I should. I utilize my queen more.
Yeah, I mean, he's inkable, right?
He's inkable. He does see play eventually, but if I have him in my hand, he's usually the first one I would want to put in my inkwell, because I run 4 of him, he's gonna come up eventually.
Yeah. Ricky, okay, buffing up all the little guys.
Then I love lore. And since people like doing locations, if I can get it out, we can knock out things. Then Bruno, it's great for getting just anything off the field.
Especially after you discard their whole hand, just nothing's a threat to you anymore.
Especially if you're doing if you're playing against Santiago, because he had Tamatoa on field. Once you let that one live, things can get a bit crazy. So I was like, oh no, I don't want that living. All right, and then what I was talking about for why I always wanted my opponents to have at least 2.
What is this? Cheshire Cat?
Whenever you play this character,
Perplexing Flealine.
you get to deal 2 to a damaged character. So I can essentially get rid of so much, as long as, like I said, I leave them with 2 without really even sacrificing, so I don't have to attack. If I can bounce him back, I'm gonna want to bounce him back, because we got people with 4 bodies. Also, he's got a 4 body. Just a 4 attack. Well, not a 4 butt, but a 4 attack. 2 lore. Everyone hates lore, because if they can, they always get rid of him. He's also another card that not too many people know about.
No, I was gonna say it. Pretty much had to read that. Definitely, I'm definitely reading this card.
But he is a fun card, because I was able to get out an Iago, Tremaine, so many cards without really doing much by usually sending Lewis out and then Cheshire next. If it works out that way. If not, then we have other ways of hopefully getting ourselves out of the situation.
And how'd you like it?
Beautiful, okay? I've been wanting to do the queen for so long. Honestly, not just discard deck is she gonna work, but the discard probably will keep her the safest, because your opponents are gonna have less than
answers, yeah.
Queen is definitely a card I don't think too many people know about, because I think at the end of the day she is a problem, so everyone's gonna just attack her. But if you can't keep her safe, definitely play her. She's fun, awesome, and just something your opponent doesn't expect.
No,
when
they do not. And I was gonna say, it sounds like you had a hell of a time piloting this deck and just had fun the whole time through, which is the whole point of Lorcana in this game. Alright, y'all, we're back, and Mia's really gracious and nice enough to just explain to us her mindset and insight for the deck, as well as what you're trying to do for turns 1 through 6, as well as also some combos that you can do, what you can do on the draw, on the play, but a typical lineup that you're trying to see with this deck. Look, I already love that we see the queen over there. All right, Mia, go ahead and take it away. Explain it. Explain the lineup.
Okay, so turn 1, if I'm going first, I want Curse Merfolk. If not, I'm going to drop Diablo, because I just want that draw, and I rather have this live, get me 4 lore. Turn 2, on play, I want to get rid of their cards. I just love starting discard. If not, I'm looking more at a fighting stance, because now they are getting dominance over the board, so I want to start asserting myself as well. And then turn 3, I have Ursula. Either if I'm lucky enough to get Sudden Chill, I rather have her sing Sudden Chill, but if I don't have it, Friends on the other side is not too bad. Like I said, if I'm in a fighting stance and it doesn't seem like discard is the route to go, we want to do pan. We're starting off evasive. Turn 3. Well, this one will technically be turn 4 because that's when turn 4 because we want to draw off of him, but this is a lovely combo. Turn 3, we have Prince John, and then we have Fox, bounce back pan because we want to try and keep him safe as much as we can. So usually attack low, bring back pan, keep him safe. Especially if you know you're going to drop Iago, keep that safe as possible. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lewis, because usually by turn 5 you're looking at some big bodies, scary bodies. You want to do this.
They're definitely reading Cheshire Cat.
And then next turn, these two are a lovely combo together because most things don't have a lot of booty, so they're going to take something out together. Once you've made sure your board is safe, the queen is ready to play. And
also, when your opponent has no hand?
Yeah, when they have no hand. So you make sure board's safe, you discarded them. The queen can start eating because now they are at top deck mode and she's gonna rule. And then typically these two go together, so if you can fit it in between before, then that's fine. But if you made it all the way to turn 6, you can draw 2 cards and put a big body on the bottom, especially if they think they're gonna get to your queen. Let them know, not again, get rid of that. Save this for when you need to protect something important, so try to do that. Cricky is for when you really are struggling. Like I said, if they are aggro, and there's been aggro with booty, such as Daisy, we got Cricky, and then we also have Cricky and Crab, because if I don't want to throw all my characters out Crab is nice. If I feel like this is a situation I need to send everyone out for a fight, Cricky's going to be the winner, and 3 lore is insane, so either way they're going to end up coming for you anyway, so you'll get them too.
Gotcha, okay. And typically, what are you trying to do if you're like on the draw going second?
If I'm on the draw going second, it depends. If it's a blue-red player, then I honestly don't have to worry too much. I can still do my setup because they also have to do setup. If they are aggro, then I am not really doing too much discard. I'll do it here and there, but aggro, most of them are 1 to 2 to 3 drops, so they're going to try and discard their cans as fast as possible. So we are starting to knock stuff out, because I did experience aggro. The best turn it is when I fought them versus discarding, because they discard themselves anyway, so you just want to wipe the board out if you can.
Gotcha, okay. And is there any last minute tips or things you want to keep an open mind or keep of mind when you're playing with this deck for the future, or for anyone trying to pilot it?
Do not forget her. Try not to get hurt so much. And also, always try and look for those hidden cards, because sometimes they can be really nice. Like I said, this one caused a lot of issue, and it is a card that really
Turbo Lore.
Hasn't seen too much playtime.
No, I was gonna say it's spicy, man. Turbo Lore. Look at this card. That's crazy.
There's some good cards in there. You just gotta dig and start reading a bit more, but yeah, look out for those cards.
Awesome. Again, Miya, thanks so much for sharing your insight for this. This is a spicy, really spicy deck, and I really do appreciate the insight. Really compliment the homebrew all day. I love it. Again, Miya, congratulations on getting top 4 at Hobbytown in Orland, Illinois, securing your Jafar promo with the spicy deck with Amethyst, Emerald, Discard, Lore, Turbo, Queen. I don't know, that was just a heck of a deck with Cheshire Cat and a little sprinkle of it. Do you have any shout outs before we go?
Yes, I'd like to shout out to my boyfriend, my family. Thank you for loaning me your children to destroy them with. Perfect Circle, because honestly I get so much inspiration. Everyone in Perfect Circle, and fair, because it's just so much practice and inspiration. And then all my opponents too. They were really good. It was nice sportsmanship over there. My beautiful Matt.
Shouts to the beautiful Matt. You got it. Again, Miya, congratulations getting top 4, securing your promo Jafar with this spicy deck. Can't wait to see what more decks you're cooking up, especially with Fable coming around, this little set rotations. Can't wait to see what more you have in store for us, and I can't wait to see what more decks you cook up. Come on, Miya, let's get it.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
Come up, cause I've been going on every summer. Wanna talk about numbers, but you manage your buying sway show so bummy, ain't nobody out now that can touch us.